Well, welcome to the Journey to Joy, your Journey to Joy podcast. It has been a minute. This is Moyra Gorski, your host, and I am so glad you're here, or you found us, or you're coming back. It's been a minute. It's been a busy year. And so I put prioritized things a little bit differently and put the podcast a little bit at the bottom of the list. But this is something that I started in my wellness group and in my social network, if you will, a weekly joy text. And I thought I would come on here and share my weekly joy tips and joy messages with you every week. And so it's something that I'm launching for weekly joy in 2026. We are May 1st. So let's say we're a little bit into the year already. But suffice it to say, I've still got some joy tips to share with you. And as I've shared before in this podcast, joy really is the journey of you. And I hope that if you're listening today, that you think about that and maybe say that to yourself. Joy, yeah, it's the journey of you. Really, the journey of life is your journey. And I found in my journey that life can be tough. There can be goods and bads and ups and downs, and that's what it's all about. But we are on this journey, and it's really up to us to find the joy. Joy truly is inside of all of us, and sometimes it's hard to find. But there are ways that things that we can do, things that we can go on for adventures, things that we can journal about, we can find that joy. And that's what I'm here to bring you that hope for. And these joy tips, these weekly joy tips are going to be short, probably less than 15 minutes, and just some quick tips for energy, mindset, and joy. And so if you're interested in this, come back every week, and I'm going to post them every Friday here, and come back and listen. But if you'd like to get them texted to you, I encourage you to reply or text joy, Joy, to number 630 630 7388. And I'll put that in the show notes, 630 504 7388. If you want to get those joy tips texted to you. So again, they're going to be weekly joy tips for energy, mindset, and joy. And I'll send them out every week. So let's do the first joy tip. It is May 1st. There's a little bit more sun, but we're coming out of winter. And lack of sun can really tank your mood. So I encourage you to take a deep breath and find the light today, even if it's just through the window, even if it's not super bright sunny, but just find the light. I have a tip that really helps me and can help you is in the morning when you get up, if you're able, go outside right away. And hopefully it's light out and you can see the sun or the sun rising, but just getting that morning light to hit your face can make a big difference. So find the light today, even if it's just a little bit. And here's your joy affirmation. You carry your own light, and you have the power to make today beautiful. My journal prompt for the day is to write down 3 small things that made you smile this morning, even no matter how tiny. Mornings for me are a precious time where I find time in a particular chair in my house with a cup of tea. And a lot of times our dog is right next to me. And opening my journal, I work to write down things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes they seem small. Sometimes it's just Ruby, the dog who's sitting next to me. Maybe it's just the quiet of the house that I just love that silence in the morning. Maybe it's the birds that I can hear singing outside. Maybe it's that I slept well. Maybe it's that my husband said something nice to me yesterday, or I talked to one of my kids. Regardless of how small it might be, I encourage you to write down the things that you're grateful for, even if it's 3. Maybe it's 5. Maybe you write down 3 for a while and then you add another one. But write down in your journal things that made you smile this morning, no matter how tiny. And then my wellness pro tip is adding vitamin D is like bottled sunshine for your mood during these gray months that we have gotten out of. So I live in the Midwest, and most people that live in the Midwest are deficient in vitamin D. And I encourage you as a wellness consultant, a practical nutrition advisor, I encourage you to make sure when you're getting your blood work done on a yearly basis or twice a year basis, whenever you're getting done, making sure that they measure your vitamin D levels. Sometimes it's not in the normal blood work. Sometimes you have to pay for it, but it's certainly worth it because our vitamin D levels really need to be optimal. A lot of times the docs will say, "Oh, they're normal," and they're probably on the low part of normal. Blood work tends to look and see if it's kind of normal, but really what we want for optimal health is optimal blood work. So, and vitamin D can impact our mood, it can impact our energy, it impact our bone health. So making sure that you're getting your vitamin D level measured when you get your blood work, but also considering if you feel a little low, if you feel like you've been inside a lot and you haven't been around the sun too much, is consider taking a vitamin D supplement because it is like bottled sunshine for your mood and all of that. So those are my tips for today. That's the start of our joy tips here. If you enjoyed it, please say hello on social. Leave me a message on that phone number 630-504-7388. You can text joy there and I'll add you to my joy text list. And know that I'm here to support you in helping you feel better, to live your best life, to find the joy in even the little things in life. So it's Moyra Gorski signing off for my joy tip for today and for this week. And we'll see you next week, as I share another joy tip. If you want to follow me again, find me on social. Would love to see you there and connect with you there. Moyra Gorski Wellness Advocate on Instagram, Moyra Gorski on Facebook, and you can find me on LinkedIn as well. I'm a little bit on TikTok and with that business phone number too that I gave you. Or check out my website, moyragorski.com. You'll find all of that in the show notes, a link to all of that. And I hope you have a great day filled with joy and find those little things that make you smile and put a smile on your face.